wonder if Parent ever showed up in any of those videos. He was young.
Mm-hmm.
Tex as well. Tex was probably doing it all, wasn't he, too?
Yeah,
Tex
definitely.
and Bobby B.
Yeah. Well, Bobby Basile was in loads of films, and it's very homoerotic films. We've watched Invocation of My Demon Brother, haven't we? One of the most homoerotic things you'd ever see.
Well, I mean, that was made by his boyfriend, Kenneth Anger.
Yeah, that's it.
They were literally in a relationship.
In Lucifer Rising, he plays Lucifer. He's literally a god in it, and he's portrayed like a god. He's standing like this, all painted gold and all this sort of crap. You know what I mean? It's like really crazy. And see why the girls believed he was God on acid. You know.
And see, here's the
they
thing.
showed them that if they actually saw the film, even. But Lucifer Rising didn't get released, did it, until the 80s? So the girls can't have seen it.
Oh, there's so much to do with that movie. But here, Capone brought up last week in the after show, I think it was, that we were talking about Vito Paulekis and his kid that fell through the skylight or whatever. Godo Paulekis.
Yeah.
Godo was originally supposed to play Lucifer in that movie, and Godo died. It was supposed to be a baby in that homoerotic fucked off movie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because there's also a very dark underbelly to this story. And much of it centered around the angelic hippie child that the readers of Life magazine met in 1966 and who we must now sadly add to the Laurel Canyon death list. For young Godo Paulekis, you see, never made it past the age of 3. The specifics of the tragedy are difficult to determine, unfortunately, as there's little agreement in the various accounts of the event. Chapter 7, The Death of Godo Paulekis, Anger's Infant Lucifer.
Vito would come in every night with an entourage, mostly 4 or 5 really great-looking girls. It's a weird parallel, but it was like a non-violent Manson situation, a little cult.
Lou Adner, manager-producer of the Mamas and Papas, the co-organizer of the Monterey Pop Festival, investor in Jay Sebring's hair salon, and business partner of mobster club owner Elmer Valentine. I have said for years that there were some similarities between Vito and Manson. Vito was sort of like a pimp. He was welcome as a VIP with the emerging rock crowd because he always showed up with these free-thinking 14 and 15-year-old girls who would be happy to satisfy their needs.
Well, no, that's the Invocation of My Demon Brother, the one that we've watched that's out there.
Oh, no, I was talking about Lucifer Rising.
Lucifer Rising, but that is still, Lucifer Rising isn't as homoerotic as Invocation of My Demon Brother.
Still not cool to have a baby in it. They're like a 3-year-old kid.
Right.
No.
Right.
And then his family went out to a nightclub the night after, like that night when he died. The Paulekis crew was definitely the Manson family before the Manson family.
And so Frank Zappa was involved with them, and they tried to erase that as well.
They were out dancing the night that Godo died, and people were like, "Hey, where's little Godo?" And they were like, "He died today, haha!" Dancing and going off.
According to Barry Miles,
Vito and Sue's 3-year-old son, Godo, had fallen through a trapdoor on the roof of the building and died.
The author goes through quotes from a number of people on their accounts of what happened, and really all it does is muddy the waters. So muddy, in fact, that in addition to there being various compelling fell from the scaffolding, fell through the trapdoor, crashed through the skylight accounts, there are also at least 2 medical malpractice stories. We also know that Vito and Suze had a rather odd reaction to the death of their firstborn son and only child, as recounted by Des Barres.
I was beside myself with sorrow, but Vito and Sue insisted on continuing our plans for the evening. We went out dancing, and when people asked where little Godo was, Vito said, "He died today." It was weird, really weird.
Barry Miles, who was also close to the scene, had a similar recollection, though he attempted to put a more positive spin on the reaction of the parents.
Vito and Sue's 3-year-old son, Godo, had fallen through a trapdoor on the roof of their building and died. That evening, Vito, Sue, and the gang went out as usual, dancing with an even fiercer intensity to assuage their grief.
Godo died at 7:30 p.m. on December 23rd, 1966, some 36 hours before Christmas morning.
I'm pretty sure that was like a whole cult sacrifice thing. But Johnny Rogers was saying something earlier about he thinks that there were more people involved. I'm pretty sure there were.
Yeah, that's from Invocation of My Demon Brother. You see a demon holding that up. The sign saying that. Yeah. And Bobby did get several girls pregnant, didn't he? That's the other crazy thing about Bobby.
Godo was a beautiful little child. Seacow was too beautiful for Vito.
Yeah.
He likes him.
Yeah.